Our phone number is 312-663-0336. This number you see, the 312-663-0338, that is our client line number. You can call us at that number if you have any question, if you need any financial assistance, if you have any questions regarding reproductive health or resources on housing, different shelters, food, whatever the case may be. You can call us and utilize us as a resource. Again, our main line number is 312-663-0338. Our website is www.chicagooabortionfund.com. And the number you see again is our client line number. Call that number in the event that you have a question or that you need financial assistance. I want to go back to another case in particular. A woman, she was 32 years old. She had 7 children. She informed us that she had several allergic reactions to different forms of birth control, and her physician kept giving her the same type of birth control. She didn't know that she could have another option. She didn't know that there were several other options for her to choose from. Her provider just didn't inform her of that information. Which is unfortunate, and it happens a lot. And that is partly due, again, with the lack of education. A lot of the women don't know that they can exercise their right to choose a different provider, or they can exercise their right to choose a different form of birth control. But without those options and them knowing that they can't exercise it adequately. That's why we, as the leadership group, the My Voice, My Choice leadership group, we do different forums throughout the communities. We have not done one yet this year, but we intend on doing 5 for the upcoming 2011 year. Our forums are in various communities that are underprivileged. Primarily, we've done some in the Inglewood area, but we plan on extending and branching out to other underserved communities. But our forums are on different topics concerning reproductive health. We've done one on birth control, and that was done by another leadership group member, Nicole. She did one, and she was basically explaining the different forms of birth control there are, how to properly use it, how to the pros and cons of using it, and the side effects associated with each one. She basically did that, and we did another one on the menstrual cycle. That one was basically explaining to the women how to chart their menstrual cycle and how their menstrual cycle actually works. You'll be surprised, something as simple as your period, a lot of women and people in general just don't know that much about. And that is one of the key things in preventing unplanned pregnancies, knowing when you ovulate. So something as simple as that, not knowing that could prevent, knowing that could prevent unplanned pregnancy. So we did a forum on that. And we didn't have a real huge turnout, but we plan on doing it again. So we'll be out in different communities passing out forms and legislative information and pertaining to that particular community. So be looking for us out on the streets, because we do outreach, and we will be coming your way with different information that is very, very important to you. So again, we plan on doing 5 forums in the upcoming 2011 year. This show will be done monthly at the end of the month, the last Wednesday of every month, actually, and we'll be updating you on different things that we're doing, when we will be having our next forum, and we really would like for you to come up and show out. Again, a lot of the things that we've been doing, we've done the forums, we've done outreach, which is basically going out into communities, or going out into the communities, passing out particularly legislative information that pertains to that particular neighborhood, and those pieces of information include the aldermen, the representatives for that community. Sometimes we may put on there different bills, or different bills that are in office now to be passed that we lobby on or would like other people's support on. We include that information, and those packets also include condoms, and a different resource list on ways to just protect yourself. I think we have a caller. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, have a question.
Uh-huh.
Why do women have, why do they wait to have abortions in their second trimester?
Why do they wait?
Yes.
A lot of times women wait. Well, it's not necessarily them waiting. They didn't know that they were pregnant. And in some cases, those women, they don't have the funds to have their procedure done. Abortions, primarily in the second trimester, tend to be really expensive. They start at about $1,400, and they go up depending on how many weeks you are. So if you're a woman in a poor neighborhood who's using Medicaid, unfortunately Medicaid, because of Roe v. Wade, does not cover abortion. So these women have to come out their pockets for their procedure, and it's just not cost effective. That's the point of us being here. We assist with that gap from what they have and what the procedure is and what they don't have.
So women can't pay for their procedures with their medical card because of the Hyde Amendment?
Yes, I'm sorry, because of the Hyde Amendment.
So what can we do to work towards ensuring that poor women can access a full range of health care with their medical cards? If that's considered their health insurance, what can we do?
Lobby. Get active in your community. Know your aldermen and your representatives. There are different pieces of legislative that's trying to be passed now to ensure that our Medicaid covers abortion and our health insurance, because that is our insurance, and as unfortunate as it is, it doesn't cover that procedure. And I believe that is due to people's different people in office, their moral beliefs, which is also unfortunate, but that is a part of our healthcare system. So I encourage everybody, because this affects you. If you are on Medicaid, it doesn't cover that procedure. So know your alderman, know your representative, and lobby. Go talk to them. You don't need to be a politician to go to Springfield and lobby. Just let them know, voice your concerns, because without our voice, then they won't change anything.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a good question. A lot of people don't know, because of the Hyde Amendment, that our insurance, Medicaid doesn't cover abortion, which is unfortunate. It covers various other procedures, and recently I found that our Medicaid covers Weight Watchers, which is really unfortunate. You can't cover a procedure that is, to some women, is life-threatening, but you could cover a procedure like that. Well, cover a service like that. And so, like I mentioned before, we deal with women who need a second trimester termination, and that's at least 13 weeks. And those procedures are very, very costly. Some places may offer a slight discount if the woman receives Medicaid, but that's about $200. So $200 from $1,400 is still expensive. And a lot of these women, they can't afford to provide a roof over their heads. A lot of these women that we serve, 95% of the women that we serve are on Medicaid. There's a handful of women that are uninsured. So about 5% are uninsured, and those that are insured with Medicaid, and abortion is not covered in their insurance. And a lot of these women have other children, and some of them are homeless. They're living with someone else, so they can't afford a roof over their head, let alone another child. But yet and still, Medicaid does not cover that procedure. I want to shine over our overhead one more time. Again, we are the Chicago Abortion Fund. Our number is 312-663-0338.